Hello, friends. I want to speak to you about something that has the power to transform the way you live, the way you work, and the way you love. It is something deeply personal, yet universally essential. It is simple, yet often overlooked. And it is the foundation upon which our well-being, happiness, and success are built. Today, we're going to talk about the importance of self-care. In a world that praises productivity, celebrates busyness, and glorifies the never-ending hustle, self-care has become not only undervalued, but often misunderstood. Many of us have been conditioned to believe that taking time for ourselves is selfish or indulgent. We push ourselves to the brink, ignoring exhaustion, suppressing emotions, and silencing the quiet voice inside us that whispers, "Slow down. Breathe. Rest." But my friends, self-care is not selfish. Self-care is self-respect. It is self-preservation. It is the unwavering belief that we too deserve time, care, and compassion. You see, it is impossible to pour from an empty cup. You cannot give kindness, energy, creativity, or love if you are running on fumes. Yet so many of us try to do exactly that. We attempt to juggle responsibilities, meet expectations, and show up for everyone else while forgetting to show up for ourselves. We dare not disappoint those around us, but in the process, we often disappoint the most important person of all, ourselves. Self-care is not merely taking a spa day or indulging in a treat, though these can be wonderful expressions of it. True self-care is deeper. It is the practice of tuning into your own needs, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, and giving yourself permission to honor them. It looks like choosing sleep over another episode. It looks like saying no when your plate is full. It looks like standing up for your boundaries, even when it's uncomfortable. It looks like taking a walk, asking for help, or allowing yourself to cry when life becomes heavy. Self-care is the discipline of listening to your body, your mind, and your heart and answering them with kindness. In a society that constantly tells you to move faster, self-care encourages you to slow down. In a culture that demands perfection, self-care reminds you that you are human. And in a world that sometimes makes you feel small, self-care helps you remember your worth. Let me tell you something powerful. Self-care is not the enemy of success. Self-care is the engine of success. When you take care of your body, you gain strength. When you take care of your mind, you gain clarity. When you take care of your heart, you gain peace. And when you take care of your soul, you gain purpose. Imagine a version of yourself who feels energized each morning, who approaches challenges with patience and resilience, who has the emotional capacity to love deeply and the mental clarity to think creatively. That version of you emerges not from burnout, but from balance, not from stress, but from self-care. We often wait until life forces us to slow down before we pay attention. We wait until exhaustion becomes overwhelming, until stress becomes unbearable, until we reach a breaking point. But self-care invites us to act before we reach the edge. It is proactive, not reactive. It is a long-term investment in the quality of your life. And self-care does not look the same for all of us. For some, it is a morning jog. For others, it is silent prayer or meditation. For some, it is reading a book, painting, gardening, or simply sitting in stillness. For many, it is allowing themselves to seek therapy, to open up about their struggles, or to let go of toxic relationships. The beauty of self-care is that it is personal. What matters is not what it looks like, but how it makes you feel. So ask yourself, when was the last time you checked in with yourself? When was the last time you paused and asked, how am I really doing? And more importantly, when was the last time you gave yourself what you truly needed? Life will always be busy. There will always be responsibilities, deadlines, and people depending on you. But amidst it all, you must remember that you are not a machine. You are a human being. You deserve rest. You deserve joy. You deserve care. Taking care of yourself is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of wisdom. It means you understand that your well-being matters. It means you value your health, your happiness, and your future. It means you recognize that you cannot be at your best for others unless you are at your best for yourself. And I want you to know this. You are worthy of that care. You are deserving of that love. You are enough just as you are. So today, I invite you to commit to yourself. Not someday, not when things calm down, but now. Start small if you must, but start. Take 5 minutes to breathe deeply. Take 10 minutes to stretch. Write in a journal. Drink water. Step outside. Unplug from a noise. Talk to someone you trust. Do something that nourishes your spirit. And most importantly, give yourself permission to rest. Because when you take care of yourself, something incredible happens. You become stronger. You become more present. You become more resilient. You become more alive. And as you fill your own cup, you naturally begin to overflow, impacting others with your energy, your compassion, your positivity, and your light. The world needs more people who are not just surviving, but thriving. And thriving begins with self-care. So let this be the moment you choose yourself. Let this be the moment you recognize that you matter. Let this be the moment you step into a life that honors your well-being. Because you are your greatest responsibility and your greatest gift. Remember this always. Taking care of yourself is the most powerful step you can take toward becoming the person you are meant to be. Please like, share, and subscribe to our social media handles for more inspiring videos. Thank you.